Hi everyone, welcome to my dirty dining room table. My name is Megan and thank you for joining me today to go through all of my palettes. I think half of which have never been touched yet. So I'm going to start with small and go to the bigger ones. Marvelous Mauves, love this palette. I've used it a decent amount, as you can see. I would love to try one of the other ones. I bought one and returned it because I had too many shades that are similar. The berries one. Ooh, look, you can see me. Hi. Yeah, love this palette. And I especially love using it with my Diamond Dust from Stila. This one just got in the FabFitFun. Glad I got this instead of the face palette because I think I'll get more used to it. I'm not a fan of Tarte eyeshadows. So I'm just kind of putting this one on the back burner for now. Then another one, I've only used this one a couple of times. This is the Rust Quad from Kat Von D. As you can see, I've only used it literally like a couple of times. I was happy with the look, just not one I'm really drawn to particularly for whatever reason, but it is a nice palette. Okay, these two I got in the holiday pack, and it surprised me that I haven't gone towards these more. They're the cover shots, and there's this one, which is beautiful, and then there is this guy, which is beautiful cool tone palette. Yeah, just haven't reached for them, but they will have their day. I promise they will have their day. Another smallish one, and I've done a video on this, is the Urban Decay Troublemaker. Got this when it was on sale. I've used this a handful of times. This is more of a winter palette in my opinion. I do like it. It's like I said, it's just I'm not feeling especially these dark shimmery shades during the summer. Okay, this one I have not touched, but this one definitely will have its day. This one was given to me, and it is a Buxom Neutrals palette. You can see some beautiful neutral shades. Their formula is very nice. Has not been touched, but it will. Oh yes, it will. Just not yet. Be patient, my dear. Be patient. Another palette that was given to me was this Morphe palette. And I've used it a few times. I've never used Morphe shadows before. You can see I've used it a couple of times. Rockout and Stone Fox are basically the same color. Flex and Chocolate Diamond are basically the same color. And even Hidden Gem, when you see them in person, looks pretty similar. The shimmer shadows in here, you can't use a flat brush. You need a fluffy brush to pick it up. As you can see, they kind of sealed over a little bit. I was pleased enough with the looks I got from this palette. I'll probably end up passing it on. I just wanted to try Morphe shadows out, so I took the opportunity to do it. They're okay. Okay, some medium-sized palettes. Let's see, what do I have here? Well, they're mostly Too Faced ones that are the medium size, the Just Peachy Mattes. I've used this a decent amount considering how it looks. I really have. I love this palette. I just haven't used it that much. I need to dig it out and give it more love. I think it would go really well with a Metal Shock liquid shadow from Essence that I have. It's like a peachy, it's kind of like this color, and I don't know, it's like these two colors combined. It's a really interesting metallic shade. But I do love this palette, and I love the scent of this palette. I like the smell, the artificial food smells. And then I have the I Want Candy palette. God, I wish this had a mirror. Like, I understand why there isn't a mirror, but man, it's frustrating for me. I use the mirrors in my palettes, and I love when there is a good one. I was really excited to get this one not that long ago, actually, and I've used it a few times. I don't know, just like these shades, the mattes are just so similar, I guess I'm trying to say. I see myself getting use out of these bottom ones a lot one day. And I've tried to use the quads, and I don't really like the quads, like the pairings there. I don't know. I just need to give it more of a chance maybe, but I'd wanted it for a long time, and I'm kind of like, kind of regret it a little bit, but not 100%. Then I just got the chocolate bonbons because it was half off, and I wanted this one anyway. As you can see, I've dipped into it already. I really want to use this palette. I was going to get this a while back, and I got the semi-sweet instead. As you can see, I definitely got a lot of use out of this palette. This was my Pan That palette if you hadn't watched any of my other videos besides this one. So it's gotten a lot of love. This is what I bought instead of bonbons at the time. So I'm really glad that this was 50% off so I could go ahead and buy it. And oh, by the way, the reason why I stopped panning this one, because it's not that old, and also I just felt like I learned everything I could learn from it, and even looking at it now, I'm seeing it with new eyes, and I love doing that with makeup. I love putting it away and taking it back out a few months later and seeing it with new eyes, and seeing how my feelings have changed about it. But I just learned that I freaking love this palette, so I felt like, you know, mission accomplished with having it as the one I was panning. I have Soft Glam. I have not touched this yet. I have not touched it, and I'm saving it for the fall and winter. I think it's beautiful. I love the looks that I see with people. I was going to buy some of these shades individually anyway, so I'm really happy that it came out as a palette. And I'm not so into the shimmers. I'm not into shimmery powder eyeshadow. I like liquid and crayon, so those probably won't get tons of love, but the mattes I'll use to death. Okay, my current Pan That palette is the Modern Renaissance. As you can see, it's got a decent amount of love in there, and I don't know if I'll hit pan on anything. And if I do, I really can't predict at this point which one it'll be. It'll probably be Cypress Umber, because I use that a lot. The next one is an Ulta palette from Holiday. I had another one. I don't know where it goes. I might have given it away. I love this shade right here. It's super unique, and I love this mint color. A lot of them aren't that great, but I would love to depot this one. I only have a couple odd things in there. My Naked 3 leftovers, Sugar Pill Shadows, Sydney Gray's Sugar Pill. So I might just put a few shades in there from that Ulta palette and pass on the rest. Now, currently, I am actually temporarily panning this. And this is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. This was one that was really interesting to take out. I mean, this was the only palette I really was using or had for a very long time, and I was obsessed with it. And so to take it out now and to have a look at what shades I really got some dents into was really interesting. Punk is probably my favorite shade from the whole palette. I absolutely adore it. I have never touched this gold shade, and I probably won't. I don't like gold. So I'm just been using this as my Pan That palette while Gwen is doing her residency in Las Vegas, just kind of to celebrate. So yeah, I'm a little bit obsessed with her. A couple of others, Makeup Revolution. I'm glad I bought this and not Subculture because I'm not in love with the colors. I thought I would love them and I don't. These perform fine. I'll probably bring this back out in fall and give it another go, but it's just kind of like, yeah, I didn't like these colors as much as I thought I would like them. This is my JCat Santa Monica palette, another one that will probably be better suited for the fall. I do like this palette okay, and if you hear a crying baby, I'm not ignoring him, he's with his dad. The Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, I thought about this one for so long, like I really thought on it. I did not purchase this spur of the moment or anything. And I don't like it. And it's mostly because of the shadow quality. As you can see, I gave it a go, and Tell No Tales just didn't show up. It didn't last. Like, they just faded. And it was so frustrating because I like this color story a lot. And I love some of these colors. Like, Sea Haze is beautiful. And they just didn't last, and it's really, really frustrating to me. But one of these days I'm gonna dig this out and give it some love, but it just left a sour taste in my mouth, and like I'll never buy a Lorac shadow. I'm sure these are different quality than the ones in the Pro palettes. I just, you know, once bitten, twice shy. Last ones, these are the bigger ones, the BH Cosmetics. Take Me Back to Brazil. Of course I love this palette. Everyone loves this palette. If you don't, there's something wrong with you, or you just hate color. Highly recommend. You haven't picked it up? What are you doing? I ordered the Zodiac palette, and I don't know how I feel about it, but it got so many good reviews, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should pick this up. And so when they had that sale, the 30% off sale, I got this, and I got a brush set. And so I haven't touched this. I have every intention of touching it. I'm not into the shimmers, as you already know. They don't excite me. There's a couple of interesting colors, but yeah, I haven't touched this one. And then the Carly Bible palette came free during that 30% off sale. And I was like, okay, I wouldn't have paid money for this. Once again, haven't touched it. We all know what it looks like, but I'll probably get a decent amount of use out of the matte shades once I do. And also these highlighters. I wear highlighter every day. Even when I don't wear eyeshadow, I still wear highlighter. So this is another one that is untouched, but her day is coming. Yes, that is all of my current eyeshadow palettes that I have. Those obviously are not any of my face palettes, or I actually do have a lip palette. But I hope you enjoyed it. It was good for me to go through and see what I had and see the trends, see what is getting love, what is not getting love, and it's made me realize I really don't need any more palettes. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are not already subscribed. I would love to have you. And until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.